Things to know about your carrier APU. APUs are not meant to take it from the extremes weather of being 100 degrees outside or 100 degrees in your cab and then bringing it down to a comfortable temperature, or vice versa. So if you know you're going to be going to an area where it's cold or if it's hot, while you're driving down the road during the day, you will start your truck, get the truck going for the morning, start it up. You will then hit your bunk air. Come back here and adjust your bunk air. Since you have it turned on up there, you can now adjust your temperatures that you want back here while the truck is running. So we'll crank it all the way up, turn the air on. Now it's going to be blowing bunk air running off the truck, heating this area. And what you want to do then, close your curtains, because they are meant to maintain a small area. They're not meant to maintain the whole truck itself. The more you can close this area off right here and just isolate this for heat or AC, pre-staging it during the day is going to be the best way to help prevent having to idle your truck a lot more at nights, getting those phone calls from the management telling you to stop idling your truck. If you'll notice that the back of these is black felt. So what this does in the summertime is it draws the heat in. Good things to get on the road would be sun visor reflectors that will reflect the sunlight away to try and keep some of the heat off of the truck or out of the cab. Wintertime, obviously you have the black felt to bring the heat in for you, so that's nice for the wintertime. As far as running the APU, now you've got to your stop, area is pre-warmed, pre-cooled. You'll shut the truck off, come back to your APU. This is actually your thermostat right here on the bottom of the cover. So if you were to hold your fingers on that, you'll be able to see the temperature rise up. Another thing you'll see on here is a lightning bolt, meaning the APU is charging the batteries for the truck, which is a good thing. If you see that where it says off, that means you have an issue, either alternator's not working, charging the batteries, or there's something else going on with the APU that is not working correctly. We try and lock all the settings out to where all you have for functions is either AC or heat. There's no need to turn any temp settings on or anything like that, because that'll usually end up not letting you turn the APU on. If you want it to be nice and cold in here, you would hit the AC button. It'll say AC low at first. You can bring that all the way down to the cold side, and then your snowflake will kick on. Your compressor underneath the bunk will also kick on. If it's already cold enough in here, the AC will not show that little symbol right there, but you'll still be getting airflow moving around. But you can also then kick it up to AC high. All AC high is going to do is just increase your fan speed. It's not going to increase the amount of cold air that's being pumped out of that small compressor in there. For heat, you have the same type of functions. You have heat low. It's all the way down the cold side, so we'll move it all the way back over to the hot side, and then you'll get yourself your heat signature there, showing that you are getting heat now. You'll also hear the APU bog down a little bit. That is just letting you know that the power is going to your heater core. As you can also see, your lightning bolt has gone to off. So if you have a plug-in underneath your bunk for 110 power coming from the APU, that will no longer be usable for power at the time. So you can turn that fan speed down if you like, or you can put it back up on high as well. Once this gets up to temperature, I'll just drop it down here and you'll watch that symbol go away once it gets to the right temperature. The fan is still blowing, but you're not getting any more heat generated from the heater core. The only thing to do on these APUs is turn them on and off. Once you hit the off button, it'll turn off. Also, when you start the truck, the APU should shut off as well. As far as codes, faults, or anything like that, you can go right in here, and then it'll ask you if you want to view. You can view your faults. They can be quick and easy fixes with maybe just a quick little diagnosis of what's going on and what's underneath the hood back there. They only handle 4 quarts of oil. So one of those jugs that you have in your truck is 4 quarts. Do not use a whole lot, very small increments at a time, because when these are overfilled with oil, they do not work. You'll come here, then pop the cover here. Main places to look, obviously you've got your oil fill, which would be right here. This is going to be your dipstick right here. We pull that out, check your oil level. Right there, that is your fill line. That is your max fill line. So there's just shy of 4 quarts of oil in this thing. And then to fill oil, will be right here. Pop that cap off. Pull that dipstick out just a little bit so that there's airflow so that the oil can just go right in instead of bubbling back out at you. If you ever have any catastrophic failures on your APU, you do not want that APU to run at all. You would come in here, and on the back wall, you have your panel right there. That'll also show you fault codes as well. What you would want to do if you have a major oil leak or major coolant leak, you can come in here, pop that bottom plug off. That will completely disconnect the APU from the front monitor, and also it'll take away the fact that it will not start the APU. If you have a major coolant leak, there is also 2 shutoff valves. Either they're going to be right along the side here coming off of a coolant hose here, or they're going to be right underneath your catwalk, and they're going to be right down here on this one, right underneath your catwalk, so you just reach underneath and turn the valves to shut them off. You can't lose all your coolant through your APU, so if you have a hose blow or anything like that, always shut off the valves back here. Oil leaks, you'll notice. If you have any spray coming up from the flywheel here, or any spray coming up from this side right here, this is your overheat sensor right here. Sometimes this gets a little loose, gets corrosion, and that can be a simple fix as to why you're getting a lot of overheat issues. Come here and you can actually try and move the fan blade. If that fan blade moves without that belt moving, your belt is too loose, and that's why you're getting that alternator feedback issue. If that's tight and secure, then there's a wiring issue going on, and we can get that taken care of hopefully here when you bring it back. If you were to see white puffs of smoke coming out when you're starting the APU, these 2 right here are your glow pins. They heat the fuel before it starts the engine. Those can be easily swapped out too. Fuel related issues where it's not getting prime, or if you feel that you have an air bubble in the system, this little valve right here is a bleeder valve for your fuel system. You can come and crack this open, start the APU, and as soon as you start seeing fuel come out of there, close that back up. Water pumps leaking. If you notice that there is a big stream of red coolant coming down the side of the block over here, let us know. We can get that water pump replaced out.
Hello, Great Plains friends and family. Thank you so much for watching that video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button down there. If you want to see more of our videos, you can click here for one we've specially selected for you, or you can click here for our most recent upload. If you want to see our videos in the future, you can click the subscribe button right here and you'll be notified when we release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.